Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back to your football predictions. A quick video tonight because the League Cup is on in about an hour's time, so we're going to have a quick run through. As always, we go through my scores from last weekend and then we'll do our predictions for the football this weekend. So, I actually did alright. I normally do so bad, but I did okay. Okay, so first off, I went Leicester 3-1 against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace won 3-0. Did not see that coming. I really didn't want to do it, but I did back Arsenal to beat my own club, Newcastle, and unfortunately I was right. We actually lost 1-0, not 2-1. I said that Man City were going to beat Spurs. It was 4-1, not 3-1, and then I was spot on. I said that Man U would beat West Brom 2-1, and that is what happened. So, I did alright, 1 correct score, 2 correct outcomes, but someone who did better than me was Sam. He got 2 correct scores. So big up Sam. I've put his YouTube link down in the description. I've subscribed to him, so make sure you guys do as well. And remember, if you want to be shouted out in next week's video, that you get your comments down below, get all of your predictions in, I go through all of them, and I shout out the winner. So, let's get on to this weekend's football. So, I say weekend, but the first game up is actually on Friday night, and it is Arsenal versus Liverpool. So, Arsenal currently sitting in 5th, Liverpool in 4th. Liverpool, last 5 games, they've won 3, drawn 2. They haven't played any massive clubs in those 5 games, but that's still a very decent going. They beat Bournemouth 4-0 was one of them. Obviously, the draw against Everton when they scored that last-minute pen. Arsenal, so I did mention that they lost to Man U a few weeks ago. They just went on to draw twice. I'd hoped that maybe Newcastle could grab a draw last weekend. We didn't. We lost 1-0. So they're back on winning ways, so to say. And they did beat West Ham in the League Cup last night. So Arsenal are at home. It's the advantage. The thing is, Arsenal aren't playing great, but they are just grinding out those results. And I have mentioned that if the teams want to be in the top 4 this year, it's going to be the teams that are actually beating each other, not just beating the lower sides and then, you know, draws. So one of these teams who wants Champions League football is going to have to beat the other one. Despite the fact that Arsenal haven't been fantastic, I mean, they beat us 1-0 and I don't think they played that great. I'm going to say they're going to grind out another 1-0 against Liverpool. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Moving on to the Saturday morning at 12:30 kickoff, we have Everton taking on Chelsea. So Chelsea currently sitting in 3rd place. Of their last 5 games, they've won 4 and they lost that one against West Ham. So Chelsea grinding out the results at the minute, still 14 points behind Man City. Which is quite a way to catch up, so they need to keep winning their games. We've got Everton, who, as we know, had a poor start. Big Sam is in now, and after their last 5 games, they've won 4 and drawn that one against Liverpool, which is a crazy turnaround considering they weren't doing that great. Currently sitting in 9th position, so very much mid-table at the moment, but pushing for more. At home against Chelsea, I think Big Sam will set up similar to how he did with Liverpool. Very defensive, grab that goal. But I don't know, I think Chelsea do have the firepower to break that down and get more than the 1 goal, you know, that Sam might be aiming for. So I'm going to go 3-1 away win at Chelsea. Moving on to the 3 o'clock on the Saturday, we've got West Ham taking on my team, Newcastle. West Ham currently sitting in 15th. Newcastle have dropped into the relegation zone. We're down in 18th place. West Ham, obviously Moyes has come in. He's done them pretty decent recently. Obviously they lost against Everton, Man City, but then they beat Chelsea, they drew with Arsenal, and then they beat Stoke. So last 3 games, beat Chelsea, beat Stoke. It's very decent. It's compared to Newcastle, who we have just done nothing recently. The last thing we did was when we drew with West Brom, and that was coming back from a 2-0 to a 2-2. So going down there, I'm making the same trip I made last weekend when I went to go watch us lose against Arsenal. So I am going to the game. I'm just hoping I can come home with a smile on my face, unlike last weekend. Although we did play well, Newcastle have a lot of chances. We just need to make something of one of them to get the goal. We last played West Ham at St James's Park and won 3-0. And we were going through a bad spell then. and we came out the other end in a good way, and I'm hoping we can repeat that. We can beat West Ham and maybe start a string of some good performances. A draw, 1-1. I think both teams are in a similar position at the minute. Yes, they've had some better form, but I do believe we can go down there and get something. I think a draw, 1-1. And to finish things off on the Saturday 5:30, we have Burnley taking on Spurs. So Burnley are in 6th, Spurs are in 7th. Burnley have done so well recently. They did draw against Brighton at the weekend, which, you know, they've been doing so amazingly, but still, it's a long trip down there, 0-0 draw. It's alright. We've got Spurs who, yeah, had that bit of dip in form, looked like they were starting to kind of get back into things, and then got thumped off Man City 4-1. But to be fair, every team is getting thumped off Man City, so no great shakes there. But it's at Burnley. As I said, Spurs are a bit all over the shop. Yes, Burnley did draw against Brighton, but in general have been doing amazing. They're a massive confidence, and despite maybe saying that Spurs are technically the better team, I think this huge strength of confidence from Burnley will win them the game. So I'm gonna go 2-1 Burnley. And that is it, guys, because there is no games on Sunday, and that's because Sunday is Christmas Eve, then Monday is Christmas, Tuesday is Boxing Day, and on Boxing Day there is a whole host of new Premier League fixtures to look forward to. So, if you want to see another Premier League predictions video on Sunday, on Christmas Eve, ready for the games on Boxing Day, then make sure to drop a like on this video. 70 likes, that is the goal at the minute, so hit that like button, and I'll do another one ready for the Boxing Day, a Christmas special, if you will. The day after Boxing Day is Newcastle's game, and we play Man City on TV. So fingers crossed for that one. But as always, hope you enjoyed the video. Get your comments and predictions in down below as soon as possible. Remember, the first game is on Friday, not Saturday morning, so I'll be going through all of them 7:45 before the first game kicks off. So be quick, get your predictions in, and yeah, drop a like if you want to see the next predictions video on Sunday night. Thank you for watching, and catch you later.